guys, this is going to be a quick update of how I am doing after my fistula surgery. So, for those of you who do not remember, I, at the beginning of the year, underwent surgery and I had a anal fistula that caused me excruciating pain. And with that, every time I went to the bathroom, I was crying and I could not take it. I saw my GI doctor, got me over to a colorectal surgeon. Upon further testing, came out to show that I have a anal fistula. Required surgery. They threaded a seton. They say it's rubber. It's plastic. Felt like a zip tie. Yeah. So many months later, since I have my colostomy now, were able to remove the seton and let it heal on its own. And they cut the fistula right down the middle since it was just barely under the skin to open it up and allow it to heal. So I've already seen my surgeon one time post-op from the surgery. Everything is good so far. Now, I do have an upcoming appointment with him, and we are going to just discuss as to see what is the next step for me. I also have a very important upcoming appointment with my GI doctor to talk to him because I do have a couple of concerns with something that I've seen on my stoma the last few times I've had bag changes. So I just want to touch base, make sure everything is okay, there's no new issues, nothing going on. That is basically, what is going on with me thus far. So basically, so far, what have I noticed from this surgery? That obviously, the first few days, you're sore, pain, stuff, so on and so forth. But previously, obviously having the seats on through there, I still felt a lot of discharge per se coming out. Obviously, I still have my rectum. For those of you who don't know, when you have your rectum still, your rectum, your colon create kind of like a mucus type thing that helps, where, when you have a bowel movement for everything to come out. So my rectum still creates that because it's still there, obviously. So, that in combination with the seton, it wasn't exactly bad, but it just was really annoying. Now that the seton is out and the fistula is opened up, the discomfort and pain and issues I was having with that, completely gone. No more issues, thankfully. What we're doing is seeing and setting me up to have the best possible chance for reconnecting. Because the problem here is that reconnecting is a big surgery. This is not something to be, for the faint of heart. This is going to be a rough road to recovery. They are changing the anatomy of my body internally for me to hopefully have a semi-normal life. With that being said, there's many complications that come from this surgery. And like the doctor said before, it's like connecting two sewer pipes that you can't shut off. You know what I mean? Possibilities of infection, inflammation, Crohn's disease coming back at the site of where they suture the two pieces of colon together. So much can happen, and that's why we're doing all of these procedures, all of these things, because they want to give me the best chance possible. Since I have the colostomy, let's make sure my rectum is 100% so that when they do reconnect me, I don't have any problems. Because if they do reconnect me and I continue to have rectal problems, there's no going back. They're going to remove my rectum and give me a permanent colostomy, and that's it. I don't want that. It's not that I don't want it, it's just if I could avoid having a colostomy for the rest of my life, obviously I would avoid it. But don't get me wrong, I can live with this for the rest of my life if I have to, because it has given me a much, much better quality of life, thankfully. And I'm very appreciative for it, and I don't have any complaints. Like once, the first few weeks obviously were rough, and the kinks of getting the bag to fit. Now I have a system down, bags fitting, everything is good. Doing great so far. Another thing that I do want to touch base with my surgeon about is the mesh surgery. Obviously, because since I have a prolapsing stoma, and the prolapse is severe enough to where it's causing me a lot of discomfort on the other side of my abdomen, and that's the whole reason why we may have to do it, depending if I have to keep the colostomy long term. My Crohn's disease is a very severe level of disease. A lot of people have mild to moderate. Mine is on the higher end of moderate to severe. A lot of medications haven't worked for me. That's how intense my Crohn's disease is, unfortunately. We need to have a backup plan for the backup plan. And if one of the plans means I have to keep the colostomy for the foreseeable future, one thing that, again, we did want to discuss with the doctor is a mesh. If anybody has had any experience with having like the mesh for a prolapsing stoma, or I know that they use the mesh also for like hernias, if anybody has any experience with that, I would love to hear some insight, good, bad, whatever you have to tell me, because I don't know anybody who's had it or anything like that, so I would love to hear from anybody who does. So, guys, that's gonna be it. So far I'm doing really well with my rectum. The pain is gone, discomfort's gone. So I think this is now slowly going in the rearview mirror. If you feel me, if you feel what I'm saying. So, thankfully, one less thing to worry about. Now on to the next big worry. Woo! But anyways, guys, greatly appreciate all of the love and support. Me and Janice truly appreciate it. Janice is upstairs currently pumping. I am downstairs on the couch because I have my TV, my PlayStation down here. I just want to rest and relax and do nothing. But anyways, guys, thank you so much. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. We truly appreciate all the love and support. Check out the links below for all of our other social media platforms. So, guys, for now,